Hello folks, Niagara Creek Fly Shop here. Today we're going to talk about tube flies, tubes, accessories, pins, vices. We know we have several types of vices and techniques to hold tubes. So one of the techniques that we use, one of the original ones, was actually a clamp accessory that would go into a regular clamp jaw vise. Then they've come out with just pure tube fly vices. This one's one from Tube Fly, from Stoneflow rather. It's a beautiful little vise. Operates on a pin. You need a pin to slide in, and it will hold your needle like so. But it's specific. It's specific for a needle. And there are a number of different types of pins and needles. This one is the Stoneflow needle. Fabulous little contraption. It's revolutionized tube fly tying in North America, at least. And there's the other pin. But the thing about this is you really got to force it. This type of a device, you got to force into your vise and really put power on this so it doesn't spin. You got to put pressure on. So now we got that out of the way, let's move on to accessories. So take this out of the pen. Before you get started, you figure out what you need, and then you're going to figure out your accessory, how heavy you want it to be. This one here is a Eumer tube chartreuse, beautiful color. I put a little bump here so the tube can't slide out. Put my pin through. You can put your junction tube on after you've done the fly. It will fit on that little slot right there. Slip right on. You can put some super glue on. Voila, there's your hook keeper. You don't want it on until after with this vise because it will spin. Put this in. Push it in. Tight as you can. A little super glue always helps. Done, and voila, you're done. At the end, when you finish tying your fly, your great creation, pull this off, throw on your cone or your bead. In this case, the bead will fit. Standard bead will fit. Slide down to wherever, it's got a cup, slide down to wherever your material ends, push it, and melt. And that bead won't come off, like so. There. And once that's hardened, it won't come off. There's your fly technique. I'll put this pin back in, throw that on the vise, and I'm going to take my regular vise and move her over. There we are. Just move that in there so it's out of the way. There. So there, you can make that fly however you want it, as beautiful as you want it. Different things like this. Really nice. So, let's move this out of the way. Thank you, Mr. Stoneflow. Stoneflow have their own tube fly accessories as well, and they're really nice. They're a hard plastic. And the cones are special to that size, although the Canadian tube fly vices will fit, or tubes I mean, will fit. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Most of the accessories from different companies don't work together, and that's really a pain in the ass. One would think it would be universal, but then Ford parts don't fit Chevy parts, that don't fit Toyota parts, and on and on and on. So now I'm going to bring my T-Rex vise over, and I'm going to insert my pin. I like this vise for a lot of reasons, but now my pin will just slide right in here. Open it up, open up the jaw. There. It's not going anywhere. Tighten my vise up. There. Now I've already done a little work on this particular accessory. What I'm going to be using again is a micro tube, Scandi tube from the Canadian Tube Flight Company, and you'll see how this pin actually will hold this from turning. Now, shorten the length, there. Lots of pieces. I'm actually going to tie this fly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide on this body or another body, it don't matter. It depends how much weight you want on your fly. These are fairly heavy, so you don't have to wrap wire or anything on there. And it's a color, so it can look good under your material. So I'm going to put a little bump right here. Take that back off. Just put a little bump. I'm going to put some sparkle chenille. I've already got my materials ready for this. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to make it complicated, which is unusual for me. And as you notice, I've always been the type of tyer that realizes that these aren't dress flies. These are fishing flies. And they may look messy outside, but in the water they look crazy. There we are. There's a nice little bump. Nothing much. There. I'm just using regular 140 denier UTC thread. I'm not using nano that I usually do use. There, got that there. Now you can, if you wish, cut your thread, yada yada yada. I am going to put a little super glue on there, just simply because I want to. Ooh, that's a lot. But anyway, I'll put it there. And then I am going to slide on my yellow weighted bead tube body from Eumer, E-U-M-E-R. And it fits that, yes. So this shows you a couple of companies that are working together. So there's my yellow. I'm going to bring my thread just to the front. I don't care about that little bit of pink that shows up there. I don't care about that. Fish don't care about that. You might, but the fish don't care about that. There. Okay, now, we got a bump here. So what's interesting is, there's lots of different types of bumps. I'm going to also stick on a disc. And this disc is going to give me a flare. And it will fit. There. There's my disc. And again, I'm just going to put my thread in front. I'm not too worried about the fish seeing that pink. There we are. This can be heavy. It certainly can be heavy. For a lot of low water conditions, you don't need this yellow tube body. Now, I'm going to put on a little red and let you watch, see this damn thing flare. It's pretty crazy how it flares. Out there. And I'll probably finish it off. I am going to finish it off with a bead, actually. There. Now you can strip one side. I don't, but you can. I tie it in from the vein at the back. There. Pretty cool. Not a lot of material to grab. Okay. Don't need much. You really don't. Some people really overdress their flies, using bumps that are like the size of a dish mop. Don't need that. A friend of mine got a nice steelhead today using a micro tube. Pink. Micro tube. Pink. Pink, pink, think pink. There's that. Now I'm going to stick on a little bit of black marabou. Find the sweet spot. There it is there. Strip, 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 strip. The reason we like these bumps and these flares is because what it does, it makes your materials pulsate in the water. And it catches the fish's attention because most winter steelhead don't feed. They're not feeding. It's all aggression. There, black and red, beautiful. Two rotations, fine. Don't need much. Pull that down. I don't like that thread too far out there. I want it more in here. There. Widowmaker. Definitely a great, really, really nice color combination. Now you can dress that up if you'd like. You can use different colors. You can use schlappen. We're going to use some flashy blue on there for sure. Don't need too much. A little bit. One for each side. You can trim it after as you need it. Underneath, through the vise, or through the tube. There's that. Great. I used to at one time put an awful lot of flash in my steelhead flies, such as the prom dress and all that, but not anymore. No way, not anymore. Now I like it sparse, sparse, sparse. I catch an awful lot of these fish, sparse flies. Young fellows that have now become integral to the operation of the store have really learned very quickly about sparse steelhead tying flies that really do catch fish. So I'm going to just palmer on a little bit of guinea just to make it look good. Just a bit. A couple spots. Nothing much. This is more about what I like than what the fish need to see. There. I know we're running long now, but let's see what we can do with this. Pull it back. Okay, perfect. Take a brush, see if we can brush that a little bit. I know there's lots of stuff cut in there. I'll just cut that off right there. Just cut. It's cut. I don't like cutting around UTC because once your blade cuts that thread, now, nice, 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 nice. A little bit of Palmer chenille on the front so I can catch my cone, and then I'm going to stick on a cone. Originally I brought out a green cone, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on, whoa, get in there, get in, no, let's get out of that, I don't want that there, I don't want that there, I want it there, there we are. So I'm creating a bump with this Palmer chenille, just so I can pick up this material with my bead, so there's not any space in between it. Make it look better. One more. There we are. Perfect. Perfect. Push that through. Quarter hitch. Lock it down. A little whip finish. Oh yeah, my bead's just going to be beautiful on there. Do that. Super glue. So the point is, the accessories, there's so many different accessories. And you want to try to find something that you can use with a lot of different products. You want to be able to use Eumer. You want to be able to use Pro Tube. You want to be able to use Stoneful. You want to be able to use all these different two-ply accessories, Froden. It's just so neat to have the opportunities to do this. Yeah, I'm going to use not a bead. I did that yesterday. Today I'm going to use a tungsten. Yes, there we are. A tungsten fuchsia cone. And I'll melt that. Use the blue side of the flame without burning your fingers. There you go. And there you go, folks. Just an easy tie, two-ply, using different accessories. Now on this side, I really want to show you this. So if this were in the water, you're going to see the yellow body, because it's going to, this stuff's going to be moving about. So you're going to see the underneath, and that really is important. So I have to go home. Did some grocery shopping today. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Thanks, folks.